Hey guys, it's Michelle. Today is Monday, May 1st. It's the first day of Stitch Mania, so I wanted to do a quick video, the first of my vlog entries, to show you what I'm starting on today. So first up, here's a progress pic of Coffee Quaker. I did have to move my Q-snap so I could start working down towards that bottom corner. Everything above this is complete on this side. So I started this motif yesterday, or actually Saturday night, but the color that I started with I wasn't happy with, so I ripped that out and restarted it, and I'm much happier with it now. And then I got this done and then started this little motif here. So this is going to go away until later in the month, so just a quick little progress shot of that. And then my new start is going for today is going to be the Mary Wind Farm horn book. This is a freebie chart on her blog. There's a link to it on my blog in the show notes from my last video. I am going to rechart this verse because I don't love it. Every time I read the most excellent part, all I can think of is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So anyway, I am going to rechart that. I'm not sure exactly to what yet, but I have a couple of ideas. And this is a this is going to go on this horn book. This kind of silvery gray horn book, and this is a salve for one of my gills. So the fabric that I have is Weeks Dye Works Tin Roof 40 count that I got from Stitch Niche when I was there a couple of weekends ago. And I was originally thinking I would stitch this in Swan Valley by Dinky Dyes, but it's just too close to my fabric, I think. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll do Bluegrass by Gloriana, but this is actually out of my kit for Mystery 9, so I'm a little nervous about that. So yesterday I pulled two other silks. This one is Elephant and Castle. That's not going to focus. Elephant and Castle by Silken Colors. That has these pretty blues and purples in it. And then this one is called Iris, that is also a Gloriana. And it's a really deep, deep purple. I'm not a huge purple girl, but I thought either one of these would really be pretty on this gray fabric. So I'm leaning towards doing this one, but I will make my final decision when I get started on this tonight. So I've got it in my Q-snap. It's all ready to go. And looking forward to spending some time stitching tonight on my new start. So I will shoot another video probably tomorrow and let you see how far I got tonight. And happy first day of Stitch Mania. Hey guys, it's Michelle. Today is Tuesday, May the 2nd. I just got done, I just left my Sampler Guild meeting, monthly meeting. So I'm taking this, I'm actually in the car, I'm parked, but I did not get a chance to record at all today, which is why I wanted to just shoot a quick video right now. I'm actually in a parking lot. And so the light is really crappy, but I just wanted to show you how much I got done last night. So this is that Mary Wind Farm horn book, which was my new start yesterday. My fabric is looking very strange, but it is 40 count Weeks Tin Roof. And I did end up going with the Elephant and Castle silk thread from Silken Colors, and I'm loving how it's turning out. I think it's beautiful on this fabric. I'm not, however, loving the fabric. This fabric, not my friend. And so part of the issue, I think you can see this, it's like cheesecloth. Like I can see through this, which you would think would make it much easier to stitch on, but it's causing me issues. I stitched okay on it last night, but tonight it gilled. I was trying to stitch, and we have white tables, and so the white table underneath it was making it impossible, because it was I could see the table through it, which was just, it was making it really difficult. So anyway, I'm not loving this fabric. I'm really glad this is a small piece, because yeah. Anyway, so last night we watched Rogue One, which I had not seen before. Loved it. So glad we finally got to see it. And I basically started this and I stitched all the way to the O. So I got all that top row done, and then I kind of worked backwards and got to the O. Tonight I did the N and part of the M at Guild. So not a whole lot of progress, but like I said, I was having a hard time seeing it. So I am going to head home here in a minute, and I will probably get some more stitching in tonight before we head to bed. So I will record again in the morning and let you know how far I got on this, and then of course let you know what I am working on for the next 2 days, which is, it's going to be one of my Year of Whips challenge pieces. I don't exactly remember which one, so I'll have to go and pull that first thing in the morning and get that ready to go. So anyway, here's day 2 of my horn book, so I'll finish on it tonight and then move on to something else tomorrow. See you then. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, May 3rd, and it's the 3rd day of Stitch Mania. So I wanted to do a quick video and show you where I got to on my piece last night, as well as show you what I'm going to be working on today. So first I wanted to share with you, I did reframe my mystery sampler, and with the intention that I was taking it to Guild last night to show it as a finish. Unfortunately, I had some issues with it on the way there, and so it still needs some more help. But I pinned it, I laced it, and the piece itself is good to go. I'm just still having some issues with the frame, so I just wanted to show you real quick that it's all straight in there and looks really good with the frame. I think it just needs to be adjusted a little bit more to make sure that it's safe in the frame before I hang it. So, and then this, pardon the shadow, is my piece for, this was my hornbook piece. Look, see how see-through that fabric is? It just makes me crazy. But, so last night I was able to, at Guild, I did the N and a little bit of the M, which I showed you on my video from last night. And then when I got home, I did the L, that band underneath, and then started on the next line of stuff. So I'm really happy with how this is looking color-wise on the linen. I'm just not really enjoying this linen at all. So anyway, but I think the color is pretty. So so last night was the last, I worked on this 2 days, so today's my day to switch. So let me get my piece that I'm going to be starting. This is another one of my Year of Whips pieces. That it's one that I have not showed or worked on so far this year. So this is in my Parisville Tula Pink bag. It's a laminate fabric, which I love. So, and so the piece is Justine Sampler, otherwise known as Le Mouchoir de Justine, in my Texan French accent there. Obviously this photo doesn't know justice. And this chart was super hard to come by. So here are a couple of better photos of what the sampler looks like. That's someone stitched that, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, someone else's is in here. No, that may be it. So anyway, so I started this back in 2014. I had to go look to see when I started it, but I started it in 2014. As a stitch along with my friend Sylvia. We actually started this in when we were in Paris together. So this is our kind of a souvenir of our time in Paris, which we thought was appropriate. So here's where I'm at. I started kind of working across here to get to that middle section. This is actually charted for, if I'm not mistaken, it's charted for DMC, but let me look really quick. In this, 8,000 page pattern. Okay, so it is, they give you some options. It's really charted with, for DMC, Gentle Arts, Dinky Dyes, or Needlepoint Silk. I ended up doing my own silk conversion. So let me show you my threads. So I'm doing a mix of, and I'm sorry, I'm kind of casting a shadow here. I'm doing a mix of a Vera Soie and Gloriana, and I think these are, no, that's Gloriana. Karen Collection, I think these are Soie Crystal. And another Vera Soie. So those are the colors I'm using. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. The fabric is a 40 count hand-dyed fiber fabric back when Vicki Clayton was doing fabric, as well as her silk. So this is a hand-dyed fiber linen 40 count, and then Sylvia went through and did some a little bit of aging on it with some coffee stain. That's actually just wrinkles. You can't really see the modeling quite as much as I would think. There's a little spot here that's a little aged, so it's very subtle, but the piece is beautiful. So, and that is our garbage truck coming down the street, if you hear that. So I'm really excited to work on this piece. I don't remember the last time I stitched on it. So, and I didn't set this aside for any specific reason. I think I probably just, got excited and started on something else. So like I said, I'm really excited to get this back out and work on her, and I will work on her tonight and tomorrow night. and then I'll move on to something else. So more to come, but this should be a pleasure to work on. So see you later. Hey guys, it is Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. Thursday, May the 4th be with you. And I am checking in on my, I'm trying not to throw a shadow, showing you my progress that I made on Justine last night. So, basically, I did all of these letters in red here, and then I did these three little red dealies that come down. And then I skipped down here and I finished out this yellow area. Let me see if I can get a little closer without throwing a shadow. I focused on this yellow right here and then went up and did this heart and into these three flowers. So I got all that done last night. And then tonight I may work some more down here and then pop back up and do some numbers that are right here as well. That's my plan anyway. I'm loving stitching on this. I did go back and look to see, as far as I could tell, the last time I worked on this, and I think it was like at the end of 2014, which is sad because I love this piece so much and I haven't touched it in 2 years. So this is one of the reasons why, why I'm really trying to get my whips under control, because I have so many pieces that I am in love with that I really want to work on and have finished, but I can't get to them. So anyway, I'm looking forward to stitching more on her tonight and see how far I can get. And this is another one of my Year of Whips pieces. And I wanted to show you, I showed you the bag that she was in last night, yesterday, my Parisville laminate bag. But I also wanted to show you Scissor Jail. This is in my bag. This is also another Tula Pink print. This is from Prince Charming. I love these raindrops. And I actually bought this from Brooke from April 280 Quilts. I bought this from her some time ago. So anyway, this is Scissor Jail. And I have in here my my Saju Eiffel Tower scissors that I bought when I was in Paris. I went into Saju and bought them, and I absolutely love them. And so since this is my Paris project, my Saju scissors live in here, live with it. In Scissor Jail, of course, so that we have no issues. So anyway, just wanted to show you that, but I'm really loving working on this, so I'm hoping I can make some good progress on it tonight. So that's it for me. Tonight will be day 2 on Justine, and then tomorrow I will rotate to my next project in the list. See you later. Bye. Hey guys, it is Friday, May 5th, and I'm showing you where I got to last night on Justine. So last night I did the numbers 6 through 0, and then I did a little more in here. I added this red, and then I did these 3 little doodads. That's about all I got done last night. Oh wait, I got these little blue doodads done in here too, so that's about it. And I just wanted to show you this 5. I love this 5. That just is fantastic. And I didn't mention it before, but I thought I would mention it while I'm here. So you can see that this basically says age of 8 years in French. And so part of what I think makes this sampler really sweet and special is that Justine stitched it when she was 8 years old. So pretty impressive for an 8-year-old, huh? And these light spots that you're seeing are the reflection off of the light that's above me. That's not in my fabric. So Justine is going back away, and I am going to pull out another piece to work on starting today. And that is, I'm going to show you a picture of the whole thing. See, there's my light. So it is, I'm just showing you the picture on my iPad. This is Colonial Garden by Plum Street Samplers. And she, in her chart, gave you two options. You could do it on a light colored, kind of cream colored fabric, or you could do it on a dark. And so I chose to do it on the dark. And here is my piece so far. I am stitching this on 40 count, I think it's Weeks Black Forest. I love how dark this black is. I do not love stitching on this. And I've stitched on black before, no problem. Obviously I stitch on 40 count a lot, no problem. I have had some problems stitching on Weeks fabric before, or maybe this is Lakeside. Now that I'm thinking about that, I think it may be Lakeside. Anyway, the weave on this is way tighter, I think, than a 40 count, which is what's causing me some issues with it. So I'm gonna see how this goes. Part of the reason that I haven't gotten any farther than that is because it is really difficult to stitch on this piece. I had intended this to be a Valentine's Day present to Eric a couple years ago, and yeah, that never happened. So the intention is to stitch this, give it to him, and it'll hang in our bedroom with our other Valentine's Day love pieces if I ever finish the thing. So my plan is to work on this today and tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I actually have a different pair of readers, glasses that I wear for this. I normally wear like a +1 when I'm stitching. I wear a 2.25 when I'm stitching on this. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. More to come, but this is the plan for tonight. So have a great weekend. Bye. Hey guys, it's still Friday, May 5th, and you're probably thinking, what the heck is she doing? This is not stitching. But I wanted to show you my new project. So this dollhouse my grandmother made for me, I think from a kit, and gave it to me for Christmas, probably when I was 9, 10, something like that. Anyway, it is one of the things that has been in my storage unit for however long I've had that unit, 15 years-ish, 17 years, whatever. So we brought it home, and obviously it's got some trouble. You can see it's missing its front door, it's missing parts of the windows. We actually just went in and put in some roof shingles. The chimney actually goes there, so we need to glue that back on. It's missing some trim pieces, you know, what have you. And let me show you the inside of it. So we have been trying to you know, do a little bit of work on it. We had to put it on a new base. The base that it was on had some very significant water damage from a flood that I had a few years ago in that storage unit. There was a big leak in the ceiling. So we took it off the old base, put it on a new base. We glued the 2 staircases back in. I still need railings on that top portion and on part of that middle section. We've put the walls in on the 2nd floor and the 3rd floor, and we still need to glue that one down there at the bottom, on the bottom floor. And there's the chimney, you can see, so that needs to be glued back in as well. My parents had taken the wallpaper out way back when in an effort to, they were going to put some lighting in it. So they had taken the wallpaper out, which is why it's in such bad shape. And then that project just never got finished. And this went into my storage unit and has been there since then. So we brought it home, and I've been sitting and looking at it and thinking, what the heck am I going to do with this thing? Because I don't know that I'm overly excited with, you know, repainting it and putting the furniture back in it that my grandmother made for me, etc. I mean, I don't want to get rid of it, but, you know, just the thought of it just being kind of as it was doesn't excite me. But then I got the thought, haunted dollhouse. And if you have never seen Jenny Lawson, the bloggess, if you have never seen her haunted dollhouse, you need to Google. Seriously. It is the coolest thing. She's got, like, you know, a potions room and a hidden door behind a staircase, behind a bookcase and things like that. Anyway, it's amazing. And so when I thought about and kind of struck on the idea of doing a haunted dollhouse, I got super excited. And then I proceeded to spend like all of last weekend on Pinterest pinning like a million different ideas for haunted dollhouses. So if you follow me on Pinterest, that's what the spam is about. So anyway, so I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be really cool. I'm going to repaint the whole thing. My first plan is this weekend, I'm going to restain all of the shingles on the roof, because I'm going to do them a dark espresso color. One, so that the ones that we had to add back match, and then 2, because I think it needs a much darker shade. So that's my first order of business, is to restain all of the roof. Once we get that done, then we're going to put that chimney back and get it glued back on, and then probably glue that wall that's down there on the bottom floor. And then my next step is going to be to paint the exterior. And I think what I'm going to do is do like a dark charcoal gray for the main color, and then black trim. And Eric suggested, I do have this sitting on cardboard, but for the new base that we've got on here, he suggested, my grandmother had wrapped the other one in brick like this, like the chimney. So I don't like that idea, but I thought, and Eric suggested that we might do like a cobblestone kind of effect here. Either glue down some little stones, or I can paint them, you know, paint that kind of look on there. So anyway, like I said, the house has some problems. Like it's got this big crack inside. I think there's another crack on the other side that's even worse. Yeah, there's a big crack there. But, you know, regular dollhouse, that's a problem. Haunted dollhouse, no problem. I could even do, I was thinking about even doing, like showing painting a vine, you know, kind of coming in here and growing up the inside of the wall. I thought that might be really cool. So I'm just going to leave it as is for right now. But I had to share because I'm so excited about this project. I think it's going to be super freaking cool. And so I can't wait to work on it more this weekend. Do that staining, get the chimney on, get that wall in, and then I can go to the store and look for paint. And then I can start planning out my rooms. So anyway, I would love any input that you have, any thoughts, suggestions. I would love that. Certainly go take a look at the Bloggess's Haunted Dollhouse. I have her dollhouse pinned on my Pinterest board, Haunted Dollhouse. But then you can also just Google and see pictures of hers. It's awesome. So anyway, that's all I got. It is right about 5 o'clock. So I am signing off for the day on my work computer. And then Eric should be home shortly. And we're going to have, I think we're going to have homemade pizza for dinner with some salads. So that should be good. And then I will take a deep breath and I will try to work on Colonial Garden and see how it goes. And depending on how it goes tonight will depend on what happens tomorrow, if I stick with it or if I do something different. So wish me luck, and yay, Haunted Dollhouse.